Welcome and welcome back to the Light Renegades. My name is Starr. Thank you so much for joining me today, everyone. To those that might be new, we are the Light Renegades. We are a collective of Pleiadian beings, bringing you information from the universes that are ever expanding at this time. We are seeding in deeper spaces of consciousness and allowing for your sovereignty to shine through and be free, everyone. That being said, if you find yourself here for the first time and you think, what is going on? I would suggest starting at the beginning of this series to find out why I find myself channeling Aleister Crowley. You can also head over to our playlist and find a seed of consciousness titled Getting to Know the Darkness. We are trying to expand in everything that is possible. So, understanding that light and dark has to be here at the exact same time, and we are completely in that dual aspect of understanding, energetically speaking, to everyone. So we are trying to just accept everything for all that is, the light and the dark, and seeding in our light at the beginning and end of everything. So it's all about intention. No matter where you find yourself in this journey, it's about allowing for your consciousness to be set free in the here and now, but you exclaiming, I'm only here for things that are here for my highest good, my highest growth, my highest expression of self, and my sovereignty and my expanse at this time. That being said, I wasn't expecting to channel a message from Crow today, although I was told very early on this morning that I was going to. I'm going to share a little bit more about that at the end, but it's a very short channeling from him today, but also a very poignant one, and exactly where I find myself right now in my expanse and in my expression. So there was going to be a tandem message to this, which is titled The Energy Update from the 17th of July. So for those that might not be in real time, you can head over there and kind of see where I find myself right now that is connected to understanding symbols and signs at this time. But today's channeling from Crow was titled Know Your Symbols and Signs, and he started with, Dear friends, a short message from I today, yet a reminder. We are in a place of expanse that it is crucial that you pay attention to all that is around you. I've spoken many a time on the ways in which I was coerced and molded into a being that the darker forces wanted and needed me to be. That being said, through my understanding in the here and now, we are allowing for your freedom at a deeper capacity. This is not to exclaim that you aren't already free. Being awake right now, you are allowing for yourself to be opened up to a deeper capacity of strength, personal power, and light, which shall then seed into others to ignite their awakening also. Today's message is a reminder about the signs and the symbols. They are everywhere. Keep your eyes open. I wish to share that although energy and alchemy here for you, it is also at the disposal of those whom are here of service to self. And this idea of service to self above service to all is definitely an idea and a concept that is going to keep bringing through all of our work, I think, here over at the Light Renegades, because it is something that is very, very crucial to your understanding and your expanse moving forward, everyone. So make sure that you are moving, in the spaces of service to all rather than service to self. That being said, you can set yourself free by seeing the signs. This is a reminder to not ignore all that is being brought forth to you. Those that have accepted my energy at a heart center, I'm making these connections to those of service to self, known to you. Please keep your eyes and ears open. The information you will receive will open you up to a deeper capacity of light. You are ready to see it all, oh, so very clearly. To some, this will be shocking. To many, glad that you saw the signs and symbols before, even made totally apparent to you. This be a confirmation to so many. Yes, you saw it. Yes, it is real. And yes, you now know, and you are free. If you see a crow, it is I. If you see a blackbird, it is I. If you see a black feather, it is I. A reminder that no soul ever truly lost or forgotten. They are always with you. To whom that are grieving, I see you and I hold you in your pain and suffering. All my love, a crow. And I found it very poignant that we're talking about signs and synchronicities and symbols here today with Crow. And, I wasn't expecting to channel a message from Crow today. I've been very much in the other realms of understanding with the Angelic Council and the GA, which is our fractal of the Galactic Federation of Light. But this morning, very much this morning, I pulled a card that is Crow and Dogwood. And I just thought, no, I was told this morning that I was going to pull a message from him. So I think today is just a reminder to seed in all that you are experiencing and allow for yourself to be ever absorbing the information that is being brought forward to you. And I've been very much having to sit in my true understanding of receiving messages from teams of light that isn't in a cognizant, I guess, way, verbally through them. I've been having to very much feel into the moment, feel into my expanse, because my consciousness has been shattering, yet so much information has been brought forward to me so that I could seed it in for all of you. But it's been a very confusing space to be in, and I've really just been having to trust what I've been sensing, the signs that have been shown to me, and where I find myself, so that I could truly set myself deeper and ever on this path of expanding in my own consciousness. So please trust in the signs that you are receiving. Please trust in the synchronicities that are being brought forward to you, because it is teams of light sending you this, potentially Crow sending you this too, but you're ready to be receiving it all. And sometimes the messages being brought forward are so incredibly challenging, especially when it's regarding things that are of a painful nature to us. And I've realized that so much of my journey, I was already brought forward the information of certain circumstances, certain people in my life, and I just couldn't fathom it as truth, because it's very much connected to expanse somewhere, and I'm going to speak a little bit more about this in the energy update. But also sometimes when things are just so painful, when you know that you don't move in that way within yourself, it's very difficult to understand, and I think to accept that others perhaps are here of service to self. And this is something that I tripped upon time and time again this life path. I was given the signs that someone wasn't for my highest good. I wasn't paying attention to them because I just thought, no one really does that, and I think subconsciously I just wasn't ready to accept that some people are here for different understandings, trying to seed in different expanse of consciousness at this time, and they choose to understand these harsh lessons for self. Perhaps they are connected to different timelines that are of a darker path, a darker nature, to where they find themselves right now. But when you cross paths with such beings and you feel like I'm not necessarily in that space, it can be quite a jarring experience. And specifically, if you are hurt by these people in any which way possible, it's a very shattering of self expression somewhere. So I feel like I've been seeding in this understanding, is that teams of light were always constantly telling me who certain people were in my life, what certain circumstances were here for in my life. And sometimes I ignored the signs and I just continued down that path, and granted, I learned the lesson eventually, but this is to some that are perhaps teetering on the edge of not seeing the truth of a situation, not seeing the truth of a person, because you just can't accept that someone or something might be here in service to self rather than all, because you are such a light and you are such of service to all. So I hope that if this message is for you, you can hear it, and I'm totally here for you. Please do reach out to me if you feel like you want to be working with me, because it's definitely something that I've had to face over and over and over again on this path. And I'm grateful that I've gone through these lessons, but it can be incredibly challenging. So if you're dealing with something where you're feeling a bit of confusion with regards to why you might be in a certain situation or around certain people, I would say please call in your teams of light, but also trust in what you've already been shown, even if it's painful. Say, I'm ready to accept that this is the truth of this situation, and what can I do now to help set myself free? And I think this is being brought forward at a time where this crossroads is coming to a point, and there are those that are saying, I'm ready for this path, or I'm not ready for it yet. So please be aware of that also. If you have question marks around things, delve a little bit deeper. Ask for teams of light to show you the truth. Ask for Aleister Crowley to show you the truth, because he will. And only take what resonates, take what feels comfortable to you. Whoever your teams of light are at this time, call them in to help you in this space as well. But so many of you are just ready to see the truth at a deeper light. So trust in everything that you've been shown. I feel like there is some understandings that have been brought forward to some of the collective right now, and you've just been ignoring the signs. So keep stepping forward in your understanding of truth, and allowing for everything to be being brought forward to you, even if it's painful. And sometimes it takes signs and signs and signs over and over and over again to come to us. That's okay. Keep asking for those signs. Teams of light don't give up in trying to show us the truth, but sometimes we just have to accept everything that we've been shown already. And I promise you, I hold my hands up and say there's been certain situations in my life where it's been time and time and time and time again, I've just been not willing to accept the truth because it's so incredibly painful. So please know that I see you, I hear you, and this is part of your expression of expanse too. So please, don't feel shame, don't feel guilt about situations of the past, regrets of the past that need not exist. we're just trying to get to a space where we're being honest with self right now. And there are definitely some practices that you can do to help you in your expression of, seeding your, I guess, your freedom, in a sense of allowing for you to not feel like you are the victim somewhere, and also allowing for you to understand that you chose some lessons too. So set yourself free within that as well. I'm going to I'm so sorry, everyone. There's a lot of energy coming in at the same time. I'm going to post a link to a meditation, to an Hawaiian practice. It is very good for allowing for you to come into sync with all space and time, and forgiving self and others in certain situations, and allowing for you to be set free. So if you want a meditation with regards to that, please do follow in the description. There'll be a short meditation for you to come into that practice. So those that might be awakening to understanding that, perhaps you stayed in a situation that was harming you. Perhaps you were with, certain people that were here in service to self, and you allowed yourself to be in that space. That's okay. You've learned those lessons, and now you get to move forward, is what I want to share, everyone. But that's all from me and Crow today. Please continue to trust in the signs that you are being shown, and do research symbols, everyone. I feel like my mind is ever expanding with regards to that. I feel like I can just pinpoint any space and time. When I see something, I see the truth of a situation, because I feel like it is just ever so obvious, and especially with regards to popular media and culture, which is where a lot of my understanding and research has been of late. The signs are there. They're all completely in our faces, and once you see it, you can't unsee it, everyone. So make sure that you are researching signs. Make sure you are researching the alchemical symbols as well, and why they might be there for a purpose of service to self, for those that aren't here for our highest good. And this is connected to popular media and culture. We had some message and channelings quite a while ago saying, please do disconnect from popular media and culture, because it's not here for our highest good. But for those that might be, still delving in, use it as practice, use it as research. And there's definitely something that I do of late, that I've been guided to do of late. And now that I look back on certain, I guess, aspects of my life and things that I was attached to then, I can see the signs so clearly, and it's just so apparent to me, and it's been quite an eye-opening experience. So take a look back, at certain spaces that you might have been in, at certain things that you might have been interested in before you were awakened. I think you can see the stark contrast to where you find yourself now, and the signs that you perhaps weren't seeing back then. That is also another great practice to do, where you find yourself right now, trying to, ever immerse into your expanse. There is so much for us to be delving into, and trust where you're being led with regards to research as well, everyone. This is truly allowing for us to see the new layer of consciousness within self, that then does then ripple out into the macrocosm as well, of all of Earth, all of Gaia, all of us here. So trust where you are being guided, where you are being led. And if you do see a crow or a black feather, that is Aleister Crowley stepping forwards towards you and sharing in his understanding as well. So that being said, that's all from myself and Crow today, but I will be back with the energetic update video. I'm going to film it straight after this one. There's been 3 videos out today. There was another channeling from the Angelic Council titled The Truth. So if you feel like heading over to there to receive a new layer of expanse and consciousness, is a pretty heavy duty message, but I would say that all of these things are in tandem as well, everyone. So we have the message from the Angelic Council titled The Truth, we have this message today, and also the message of the energetic update from the 17th of July, which I think I'm going to try and tag all of the videos to each of these channelings, because it does kind of come as a succinct understanding. But for those that want to do more research, you have 2 other videos to kind of delve into as well. But that's all from me today and Crow, and I'll be back real soon. Take care.